Oh. Oh. No, no, no. Oh. Weetabix and butter. It's gonna be like a toast, isn't it? Very crunchy. Oh, that's all right. Have I just discovered that like Weetabix is basically like a wheat cracker, like another version that you'd find in the cracker aisle? Wow, what a great start. Here are two very well-known things, one of which I love, the other one I hate. This is stroopwafels with Marmite. This was actually submitted by two different people. Surprisingly, neither of them were from the Netherlands. One of them did actually put just a thin layer, not too much. I think sometimes even a thin layer of Marmite would even make the sea be like, ooh, it's a bit salty. Whoa. Oh, that is nearly making my eyes water. The final dominant flavour is the sweetness from the caramel and the waffle, but the initial hit, oh, I don't know, that's too much. Oh, no. Next up is some donuts with hummus. I absolutely love both of these things, not together. I've never thought of this before. These are slightly sweetened ones. I looked at like going all out, getting some chocolate glazed or stuffed ones, but I thought plain is probably best. Instead of this, McDonald's fries dunked in their milkshake was submitted a couple of times, and I've actually tried that, and that is good. I think this will be interesting, because it's not going to be, it's quite smooth, isn't it? Chickpeas. Why does that smell like cold chips? Oh, oh wow. Oh, that just slid down. It's kind of like the opposite to the stroopwafel, where the sugar was the first hit, but then the chickpea kind of just like grabbed the dough and went, no, we're going savoury. Next up, porridge or oatmeal with hot dogs in it. Yep, that's exactly what it is, and apparently it either works whole or chopped. Surprisingly, this was only suggested once. And this is a pot of cinnamon. It said, add cinnamon if you like it. I've just put hot dogs in porridge. Of course I'm going to chuck cinnamon in. I don't mind. We've gone this far. But I might try it with and without. Why does that work? Wow. It's a savoury porridge with a delicate smokiness from the hot dog. I don't know what cinnamon's going to do to it. Just a little shimmy on like that. Wow. Bizarrely, the cinnamon has somehow pulled out a very mild saltiness from the hot dog. What have we got here? We have got ketchup and milk. Instead of this, I could have had mashed potato on a pizza, which I thought sounded amazing. Ketchup and milk with a little dash as a drink. I just had a weird craving for it once, and I've had it at least once a week ever since. It's absolutely delicious. I've not been given the ratios to try. Oh my word. So I'm going to go for like, that's probably 1.5 teaspoons there. Semi-skim milk, maybe I should have gone for full fat. I'm not trying to give it excuses already, but it has slightly changed colour. Okay. Let's try it. Oh gosh, no, that smells like a ketchup bottle. This is going to be awful. Oh! What the heck is that? That is so unusual. It is sweet. At first you get the tart of the tomato. Oh, that first bit. And then the sweetness comes in, but it's still like this overriding taste of ketchup. I'm sorry, I really don't like that. I'm really, really not looking forward to doing this next one. This is a tin of mushy peas. Just cannot stand the smell, the texture, even the type of pea. Oh my word. For me, oh my gosh, it's all congealed. Oh, that is absolute nightmare fuel. And I had two combos sent in that I was like, well, why don't we double it up? We're going to the effort of trying this. Let's see if one of them I'll like. With our mushy peas, we are going to mix them with mint sauce and also salad cream. Two separate entries. So with that in mind, oh, I still don't like those. But when we mix it with salad cream, oh, oh, no, no, no. Oh, it did mask the mushy pea flavour. It did heighten it, but then the salad cream just took over, and I still don't like salad cream. That's the conclusion right there. However, mint sauce, I went through a phase of putting mint sauce on everything. Oh, that tastes, I'm squinting. It tastes good. It tastes all right, actually, because the mint is such a dominant, strong flavour. but it's still just that texture of the mush. I forgot about this one. I could have had cereal and coffee, but no, we have gone for this. Banana cut lengthways with cheese on top, heated in the microwave, and then put paprika on. So yes, that is a banana that I've cut a little wedge out of, got grated cheddar cheese, and that is a pot of paprika that I feel very sorry for. Yeah, apparently, right, let's go for a big bit here. Tastes like the inside of a jacket potato, like fluffy and warm and absolutely disgusting. Oh my gosh, that is awful. I think I would have preferred it if it was properly cold. If that cools down, yeah, I'm going to put that over there, but I'm not hopeful about that. Yeah. I think I might like this next one though. On the screen, you're looking right now at a pile of Scotch pancakes and pepperami. Pepperami is like a well-known brand of like small salami sticks, I guess. It's kind of like 10% meat. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of tang, whereas a Scotch pancake is kind of like a mellow mini pancake, really. Right. I think this is going to be all right. Hard, very chewy. Ooh. I was about to say, I don't hate that at all. It feels like I'm eating like a cake with meat in it. Well, sort of am. Christmas cake with cheese. Let's cheese Christmas cake right now. Oh, that is so strong. That is a mature. I picked out mature, all right? Do you put it as like a cheese icing marzipan hybrid like that? Oh my word. But that is a slab of cake. Do you know what? I'm going to be fair to it. I'm going to take quite a chunk of that off. I don't even think I'll get my mouth around that amount of fruitcake. Here we go. Oh, no. What is wrong with you people? Oh, the cheese. That's so strong. Oh. It mellowed out. The sugar has now come in. And now it's tasting like really granular. I'm tasting every piece of that marzipan and that icing. Oh. Today I'm attempting to make a 3-course meal using just tin canned food. That's right, you are going to be busy, my friend. These are tinned potatoes in water. I didn't go completely budget brand today. I think I could have got the cost down to about 12 quid if I did. Soup, some sweet corn, and the last thing, which is a little bit of a curveball, is Spam. So with this, I'm actually going to make a chowder. It's really, but I actually discovered on the channel years ago that cold like that smells a bit weird, don't really like it. If I fry it, it's actually quite nice. Quite. Look at these potatoes then, let's say really budget ones, these. There's quite a lot in there, it's filled right to the brim. Oh, that's pretty good value. But let's have a look at these. Oh look, they are like new potatoes. They're all mixed sizes, they're really nice and soft and tender. In fact, I shouldn't really do this. Yeah, I could literally eat those. I've actually got a spare tin. I am not going to need that. Mainly because I only bought 1 tin of soup. And that's just going to go straight in there. Cream of chicken soup. So that is very cheeky. A chicken soup with double cream in it. And actually, to be fair, this is some of that potato water. I am going to pour it all in. In goes some sweet corn. So chicken bacon and sweet corn chowder. And then those potatoes. You just never know what's underneath you. I think, spoiler Barry, it's probably fish, but you never know what's lurking in your chicken spam chowder. Of the soup, the spam, the potatoes, and the sweet corn. Oh, what a delightful medley. That is absolutely fantastic. Tinned tomatoes, tinned mushrooms. I blooming love mushrooms, but a lot of the internet doesn't. Mixed vegetables, which we could have put in the chowder. This is a 4-pack of spaghetti. So we've got pasta. And this is where I've set myself a little bit more of a quirky challenge in that I've got a tin of meatballs. Oh wow, that's a lot in that tin. One of my guilty pleasures is just buttered toast with some tinned spaghetti or ravioli. It's like one of my, just comfort foods. So simple. But yeah, that is draining off brilliantly. I'll leave it for a moment. I've got no idea how many meatballs are going to be in here. But I've got the sieve. I've emptied the spaghetti out. It's just to one side there. Oh my word, look, that's very watery. So, we're building up some crazy sauce in the bottom of this. It might look very weird. And I should have got a bigger bowl. This is going to work. I'm very happy about this. The only thing now is my spaghetti meatballs is not going to look really like classic spaghetti meatballs. It's going to look like spaghetti bolognese meatballs with all the added ingredients. But, hey, I make the rules here. Like I say, just do it your way. So pepper and salt. Remember, we've got basil in there already. Down our spaghetti meatball medley. Oh, wow. I'm quite proud of this. Like, it always looks different on the camera compared to in person, so if it looks awful, I'm apologising. 20 minutes ago, this was all in tin cans. That's so comforting. That's worked. The only thing I will say is when I bit into that meatball straight away, it was like slightly like that mushy texture. It was just a bit too soft. Not mushy. It just didn't put up a fight. So I've got 2 tins of coconut milk. And again, this is something I've not done before. These have been chilled in the fridge overnight. We can whip this up to make a cream. So potentially a coconut cream tropical meringue, maybe pavlova if you want to go big. I might go for small islands if that's all right. But with those sort of tropical things going on, I've got some pineapple halves and some apricots. So some syrup in both of these. Now they're in fruit juice, so once we've got the meringue fairly stable when we're whipping it, we could sweeten it a little bit if we want with the juice from either the apricots or the pineapple. Ooh, I've just got a feeling that I might catch the odd chickpea. Oh, in fact, I can. But I want to try not to because I want to see if I will get any sort of random remnants of like... Look, there's a teeny piece there. There we go. It at least justified it. Now, I guess part of me is thinking that because I've only ever whipped egg whites before and they say to obviously keep that proper clean. I'm genuinely I've never done this before, ever. Oh, God, that blooming stinks. That's the only thing I will say. Like, you literally smell of dog food. There's another speck, but to be fair, I really don't mind. Look, there's a nice... I would say they are stiff peaks now. They're holding their shape. Until I dribble on a little bit, just a speck of pineapple juice. So naturally sweet. And I think, oh wow, yes! I think that'll do. I'm gonna do like just big old islands, but I think I might just do a really smaller and rustic. That's the key word. I'm gonna say rustic because that way it can look rubbish. Oh, what a pavlova this recipe has been in every sense, but we've got it. And this is what I was saying about hiding it. That suddenly looks like 100 more times appealing. Beautiful. We're just getting a teaspoon like this and just sort of like just dolloping it roughly all over like that. I like those random streaks that it's... Oh my gosh, I've just looked at the camera. I'm really happy that I've done that. Yeah, that looks really, really tasty. All from a tin can. Apart from the sugar. Oh, it really does have that meringue texture when you bite into it. Ugh. But I've got to taste this. What? You've got that light airiness that you get literally in an egg white meringue. I'm not going to lie. Whipping an egg white is faster, but you've got that crunch of the meringue. You know, that sort of like chewiness that you get when you have a meringue nest. Oh. And that coconut cream is cheeky. I found a load of peanut butter in my cupboards the other day. Pretty much 2.1 kilos of peanut butter. So with that in mind, today's video to clear my cupboards is a big old batch of recipes using peanut butter that you might have lying around your house. Hopefully not 2 kilos. When I say that out loud, 2 kilos of peanut butter, that's an awful lot, isn't it? Stuffed cookies. It's my aim to get through most of this today if I can. If not, the dog will love it. So that is 250 grams of peanut butter. And this is the icing sugar. Now, if we mix this together, so obviously the sugar will add a bit of sweetness, but also it will give it even more stability and make it moldable. Slightly paler in colour maybe, but what this does is it means, and I believe you can do this with Nutella too, you can get a piece like that, roll it up. I'm going to stick it on the baking parts. In fact, this will go in the freezer like that. Okay, so to get us started, we have got peanut butter and butter. Remember, there's peanut butter already in the center of these cookies. I've very nearly used all of it up. This is brilliant. This is a mixture of light brown and white caster sugar. And we're just going to mix this together. But now let's bring it back to Cookie Town. Plain flour, pinch of salt, thank you Boston, bicarbonate of soda, and an egg. I think I might be saving my favourite one till last. Here they are, nice and firmed. All we want to do really is fully encase our frozen blob, that's what I'm calling it, perfectly. In fact, anything, that coldness, a little bit like how the chocolate set the truffles, might help that grip and hold its shape even better. You know, that's looking awesome. But before we bake it, it's going in a bit of sugar to look like a donut. How about that? So I'm going to jump to the recipe and done. Actually, this have one, okay? This is my peanut butter jelly knife. This might show it better. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so you can see, It's not gooey. Yeah, you're not going to get that pull apart thing, but you do have that peanut butter core. Oh, I really like that now. But like I say, if that was Nutella, that would be a bit more gooey, whereas these are just sort of stuffed with a secret core, which is good because they almost look like dry sugar cookies where they go, oh wow, what's that? The only thing is, compared to some of the other stuff we've had, it's a touch dry. Recipe number 2 is truffles. These are some white chocolate chips. See, part of this truffle recipe is fairly similar to the core of our cookies in that it's going in the freezer too. There we go then. That is nice and warm. Quite similar steps now with the ice and sugar going in. Remember, I just picked out some like simple, easy recipes, but it's not just that. Our massive, massive dollop of peanut butter is going in there too. That should firm it up and help us be able to shape it. All right, so whilst that's just firm up in the fridge, these are some pretzels. They're salted. Okay, so I've not completely demolished those, but I basically like reindeer antlered them. So just lightly bash them like this size, or maybe slightly smaller is fine. And we can just tear it off. The oil is helping here to shape it slightly into the truffle shape we want. And these will be going in the freezer next to our stuffed cookie filling, and they look pretty much identical. However, we'll make more of these. All right, there are our truffles out of the freezer. I've got some dark chocolate here. So let's dunk or drop or dollop cold truffle into the melted chocolate, which alone on its own like that, absolutely amazing. But now straight into the pretzels and a little bit like breading. Look at this, absolute mountain of pretzels on there. Oh, not that one though. The chocolate will set quite quickly, but we do need to put this back in the fridge. Oh my gosh. You've got that crunchy outside, the chocolate, pretzels falling off, but the middle is softened and absolutely delicious. I love Rice Krispie treats. It's sort of like a comforting thing and they're quite fun to make, right? So we've got salt and butter, some marshmallows, and these are some budget Rice Krispies. Yes, that's kind of been like my aim today, is like to go for ingredients that you've hopefully just got lying around the house. You might not have 2 kilos of peanut butter, but you know what I mean. Typically, most of these things, as we just add salt and butter, you could just like make it. I actually wonder if any of you guys make this, you'd be like, yeah, I had all of this lying around my house. Because other than the Rice Krispies, that's it. So we just keep melting this up now, and all of that is what is going to link the Rice Krispies together. Oh, there we go. Look at this marbling. That's amazing. Do keep it stirring though, like I say, because the bottom of that pan is just desperate to burn. All right, there's me Rice Krispies in a big old bowl. And here is our mixture. So we literally go crazy. See, I love that stretchiness. It's almost like fibrous, isn't it? It's one of my most favourite things to make this. This is a greased squared tin. These are my greased hands. I should be able to grab it. Oh, wow, that is so fun. And press it into the greased tin, okay? So yeah, we could have put chocolate chunks in it too. We could drizzle chocolate on top for it to set. But I want peanut butter to be the hero. So I've ended up just spreading an entire layer of peanut butter on the top. We just let that set. Such a simple thing, that Rice Krispie treat, but there is that peanut butter flavour wedged in there. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't eat any more of those truffles. They are exceptionally addictive. Anyhow, I'm using some more butter, kind of as like a big Sharpie, and just greasing this huge springform tin for recipe number 4. In this bowl to help us make a cake is peanut butter, and chocolate. And you might see that there's chocolate chips and a bar of chocolate. It doesn't matter because it's all going to get melted. It's just stuff that I could find lying around the house. I've tried to warm it so it's not completely obliterated and it's starting to break down and get into one very nice smelling peanut butter mixture. There we go. Can you see that now? That is gorgeous. But let's make it even more chocolatey with cocoa powder. We're going to sweeten it with some sugar. This is a whisk worth taking. Look at that. That's suddenly gone very cakey. 1, 2, a bit of shell. 3, 4 eggs. And another bit of shell. Why does that now remind me of chocolate orange? It's not, it's egg yolk, but we break that up, mix it together, because all of this combined is basically our cake batter. And before our eyes, I can feel the thickness getting massively different already. I mean, look at that. All of that in there. Let's get that mixture right in there. It's very shiny. When it bakes though, it'll probably go a lot more matte. Oh, I tell you what, I can even see from there. Yep, that's come out clean. We'll let this cool. we're going to make that cake look a little bit nicer. In this saucepan is a solitary blob of peanut butter. Also, some more double cream. We're not making a fondue this time. This will help make a ganache. So we're just going to get this nice and warm. So it mingles and drives that flavour into the ganache. Because just here, we've got chocolate chips. So obviously, you could buy a bar of chocolate and grate it up. Whenever I make a ganache now, I'll get the cream nice and hot. The smaller the pieces of chocolate are. So chocolate chips are kind of ideal for that. It will melt quicker. Beautiful. Look at that. Really nice warm cream. Every second counts. So let's get that chocolate in there. Milk chocolate. Boom. That's just had a little bit of a shock. My wooden spoon. Come on, the mighty spoon. Let's keep going. Oh, wow. There we go. Ganache vibes. Oh, I love it so much. I love ganache. We've had a very good day, folks. And these are all so simple to make. Right, that mildly peanut butter infused ganache is going on the peanut butter flourless cake. Yep, this thing. That looks absolutely outrageous. Oh, look at that. That's exceptional. Oh, look. Can you see how dense that looks? Oh my gosh, it just dropped off. Fantastic. 5-second rule. Oh, wow. That is so nice to have that ganache on there with the peanut butter on there. Oh. I was really hoping that wasn't dry, and the sponge alone isn't, but that just really enhances it. Some light brown sugar. Do we just want to melt this first of all, just the butter and the sugar? There we go. Look at that. This is extremely cheeky. That is about 300 grams of peanut butter and an absolute mountain of white chocolate chips. And that's not it. There'll be one other ingredient that doesn't like the heat in a minute, but this needs melting. We can't just have it like that. Looks like some white gravel on someone's driveway. And there it is. Last thing that goes in, cream. This should look pretty cool too. Oh, and you can see the rest of it starting to gobble it up now, and it's becoming back to that one consistent colour. A lot of stirring today, a lot of colour changing, a lot of texture change. And that is a very quick peanut butter fondue. I'm not saying you want to stick it in a chocolate fountain, but marshmallow, oh, that is really good. It was slightly still warm, creamy. You don't really taste the white chocolate in there, so maybe I would have it for this recipe. In fact, I think I will when I type it up. But like, it just cloaks it really well like that. Right. Last one. I had to do something peanut butter and jelly. Was it Elvis that liked peanut butter and jelly? Or maybe with bacon? Ooh. Peanut butter jelly bread pudding. So a bit of a spin on a retro recipe of like bread and butter pudding. I don't know if that's that common outside of the UK actually. It might be called bread pudding or something like that. But this is peanut butter jam style. Now I might need more than this. I've got 6 slices at the moment, but let's just get these off. And this is my 3rd jar. That is pretty much how much I've got left. So as long as I don't go too thick on this, we should be okay. Some strawberry jam at the back here. We basically make a bodge sandwich. Peanut butter and jam gets to meet each other. And then we have got tiny little peanut butter and jam sandwiches. Let's just stack these in here like my lunchbox years ago. Taking it to school. Time to make the custard. 4 eggs and a teeny bit of shell again. Some vanilla extract, some sugar, and an absolute mountain of cream, which is really, with the eggs, what this all needs. That is going to drench our sandwiches. So you know how like bread absorbs loads of moisture? That's exactly what we want it to do with our custard mix. And I'm trying to pay good attention to getting it to go over the jam and peanut butter, because by doing that, it's actually going to probably bond like the jam and custard together. And I might as well use this spatula because I've got it to hand. It's absorbing a lot of that custard into the bread itself. My nan used to love making this. If you've not heard of this pudding before, like literally it's made with bread and butter. It was made with whatever you had lying around. And obviously for me, I had a lot of peanut butter lying around. Here it is out the oven. Oh, lovely browning on the bread. The smell of peanut butter has forever been the story of my day. So it's not quite the prettiest looking thing. This is like quite a rustic dessert. I'll try and get a bit of everything. Ooh, that is so weird. Where has the peanut butter gone? I'll tell you where it's gone. It's pretty much all gone. But in this, you can't taste it. It's not flavoured, the custard. The jam stands out as real sweet notes. If that was the only peanut butter recipe I made today, and I was expecting that kick, I'd actually be pretty disappointed. But I love that it's all merged. It's in there somewhere. But the primary taste is the sweetness of the jam with the custard. Yeah, that is really good though.